So the state park's whistleblower says that he's now the victim of a smear campaign. So days after the employee was fired for disclosing information about plans by the DeSantis administration to build golf courses, hotels, and more on state parks, the administration released portions of the employee's personnel file that detailed issues from a previous state job. And those documents were provided to a Gainesville TV station, WCJB. Now, what's interesting about it is they were just given to the station. Nobody asked for them. And if you know anything about DeSantis' administration, if you do ask for documents,
takes a while.
You don't get any.
Exactly. They want everyone to have them. They're out there. Great, I'm glad we're talking about this again.
See, another angle to this story.
Keep it going.
So the personnel documents detail how a woman submitted human resources complaints, filed a police report about James Gaddis when they both worked at the Agency for Healthcare Administration after their romantic relationship ended.
Juicy stuff.
Apparently, he wouldn't stop trying to contact her. And then he was hired by the Department of Environmental Protection 2 months later.
So they had no problem hiring him at this agency, despite those issues. So what are they getting at here? Trying to muddy up the waters.
It sounds like this is reflecting poorly on them for hiring the guy.
I don't understand. Like this, what is this doing? Like you just said 2 seconds ago, Dana, we're talking about the state park story again. It's just keeping the story that's not great for DeSantis in the news. Just let it go.
Yeah, and he obviously by doing this, they're trying to get back at the guy somehow. It's like retaliation. Like we're going to put out there that you did this to this woman, but you hired him.
Gaddis called it a hit piece, said the TV station just ran with it without giving proper context. But I think you're right. It looks like a situation where they wanted this to get out. It was a leak of their own, essentially.
Exactly.
And they were hoping he would be embarrassed by it, maybe to keep him quiet or hope that he goes away.
Well, I mean, the story was going away. Yeah, we were done with it.
We wouldn't have been talking about it today unless they did that.
No, I mean, it's over with. Like, they had this initiative, this Great Outdoors initiative. It got a ton of pushback once this guy leaked it. It's probably good for them, honestly. Good for the DeSantis administration that he did leak it, because it doesn't sound like they were going to listen to him if he had brought these concerns to them. And if they had gone through with these plans without the public knowing about it,
that would have been a new problem.
Even more backlash.
Exactly. So it's like, take the loss, take the L, and let's move on.
Move back into the bushes and let it die.
Right.
Well,
God.
Maybe we'll have something on it tomorrow. Dana.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's going to be a new twist.
Well, I want to know more about this scandalous affair that was going on or something. Can that be next? Maybe I should do some digging. What are their names again?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, just call up the governor's office. They'll probably give you everything you need to know about it.
They'll
just hand it right over.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, if anyone's listening from the governor's, if you've got any more dirt on this, just give it to us. We'll go on the air with it. We don't care.
Yeah, we'll just keep talking about it.
Right.
So Tyreek Hill's run-in with Miami-Dade police could lead to a lawsuit. The Dolphins wide receiver placed in handcuffs Sunday morning on his way to Hard Rock Stadium for the game.
This was unbelievable.
MPD says he was pulled over for reckless driving and detained after he exchanged words with the officer. Agent Drew Rosenhaus says Hill's legal team will be pursuing the matter. And Rosenhaus telling the Miami Herald what happened to him was completely unacceptable and didn't deserve to be treated that way. And if you noticed, after he scored in the game, he put his hands behind his back.
Someone came and unlocked it for him. Yeah, that was so great.
That was one of the best touchdown celebrations I think I've ever seen. Here's Tyreek Hill after the game. This is what he had to say about it.
Right now I'm still trying to put it all together. So I'm not going to give you a version that I still don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be able to use this platform to say, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Worst case scenario, because it's crazy. I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper hat, all that, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, everybody has bad apples in every situation, so I want to be able to use this platform, to figure out a way to flip this and, make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, so that way we can team together and, do something positive for the community, because that's what it's all about, bro. It wasn't disrespectful, because my mom didn't raise me that way, didn't cuss, didn't do none of that. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out, man.
If you haven't seen the video yet, we have it on our Facebook page.
It's on Facebook at Ryan Gorman Show, and it's also in our Instagram story at Ryan Gorman Show, too.
You can see he's on the pavement. The officer's got like a knee on his back.
Yeah, he's on the ground.
Yeah, and they're cuffing him. And you just wonder, like, what was the traffic violation? How did it escalate to that point?
Well, he apparently had an exchange with the officer.
And
that's never a good idea.
No. He's saying he wasn't disrespectful. The officer's on administrative leave. There's a lot that we still don't know.
Yeah, is there body cam footage? Were there cameras on?
Right. And then you also had, right after the game, defensive lineman Calais Campbell, he was asked about it. This is what he had to say.
Yeah, actually, they put handcuffs on me, too, and I was like, what is going on? I didn't understand what the cop was, what the issue was. For him to put handcuffs on me, I felt some kind of way, but, that just goes to show y'all resilient, so we didn't let that stop us. We just got back in line, got focused again, and went out there and played a good football game. But that definitely was an interesting way to start a ball game.
So some of the players for the Dolphins, they saw this going on. They pull over, and then he winds up in handcuffs. And I'll tell you exactly what was going on here. That officer, somebody in his fantasy football league had Tyreek Hill on their team. And he's like, I got to do something. I'm going to lose big this week.
Keep him out of the game. How'd that work out?
I was stunned as I'm watching this all unfold right before the game. And then the video comes out, and then he scores, and then he does the celebration with the handcuffs. I mean, just what a day in Miami with the Dolphins.
What a wild game. Meanwhile, the Bucs won, so they got their home opener. So a good day for Florida football.
Right, except for the Jaguars, who lost to the Dolphins. But we'll get to
they have a team.
Okay. We'll do a full recap of that in the next hour.
An ex-con on felony probation saw a life-changing lucky streak take hold. She repeatedly won in the Florida lottery.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but it turns out it had nothing to do with luck. The 38-year-old woman stole 48 lottery tickets, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Grady Judd, the sheriff, said that she went in a convenience store, reached over the counter, and just stole a whole bunch of those tickets that you see, in the display. And then couldn't wait to cash them. She's going around town, cashing these tickets.
I mean, at least she didn't go back to the same store that she stole it from.
Yeah, but it didn't help her, get away with it. She got busted for cashing in 9 of these things, and the total, not that much, $470. This isn't the Mega Millions.
Yeah, but that's still, if you steal the tickets, that's all
that's all profit.
Yeah. Unless you get caught.
So the lucky streak came to an end. If you win that many times with that many stolen tickets, you got to figure, man, is my luck, like, how long is this going to go?
Yeah, it's going to run out, and then she gets caught.
So. All right, Chris Trackman with today's
She did win a
stories.
trip to jail for free.
Nice, very nice. All right, Chris, thanks so much.
Thank you.